And welcome to another week of Does This Podcast Suck? This is episode 43. With us as always, MT.
Yes, I am here.
As always. And Kyle.
Yeah, sure.
There was 1 week where I wasn't here, so no, not as always.
I don't even remember when
we were
that
here
was.
in spirit.
Shade was there instead of me.
Oh, God.
How could you forget that?
I must have blocked it out of my mind. And I'm your host, Webhead. Sort of. I'm the guy that talks the most.
Official nomination right there.
That's just wonderful. So, starting off this week, looks like Resident Evil 0 is getting an HD remaster.
Whoop-de-doo.
And no one cares. I never played the original.
Nope, me either.
Did you guys?
I might have.
The only Resident Evil games I played actually are 4 and 5.
I played 1, 2, and 3, I think.
I didn't hear 0 was that good.
It was okay. I think YouTube didn't have a lot to pick from for third-party stuff, so...
I think Zero's the only one I haven't played.
Yeah.
Because it didn't sound interesting.
I'm kind of curious why they're remaking this. It's like something I don't think anyone actually cares about.
Because Capcom.
Well, I know, but
like
why not make another... I don't know, bring Resident Evil 5 to PS4, or 4 again.
They probably
Is
will.
4 on PS4 yet?
It will be. It's
I mean,
Capcom.
it has a 4. PS4 has a 4. Huh?
I thought they did.
They might have, actually.
Or they're going to, one of the two.
It's Capcom. It's almost sure they're going to.
Probably we did this beforehand.
On the title.
I know they did. Yeah, they did the Resident Evil HD one for PS4. I don't know if they did.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Well, I think the reason they're doing 0 is because it's using the same or a similar engine to the remake of 1, so it's probably easier to port that way.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Whatever. That
Listen
does
here,
sound like
son.
Capcom. What's the laziest way we can do this? Slap Ultra onto the name. Yes. They'll pay for that. So, there's Capcom. Doing their Capcom things. I thought there was another thing Capcom did this week, but maybe not. Maybe? No.
You kind of mentioned it a second ago.
I already forgot apparently. Oh, hey, yeah, Street Fighter. Yeah. Oh,
Jesus.
Well, I couldn't remember the... Shut up.
I couldn't remember the thing I said 10 seconds ago.
No, how it related. That was what I was trying to... Anyway, so they put out... I think we already talked about this briefly before. They put out Street Fighter 4 for PS4, which supposedly boasted no input lag or no frame lag or something. I don't play it that much. I'm not a tryhard. MT?
Input lag. I'm not a tryhard either, but I'm closer than you are, I guess.
Well, at least for that game, yeah. So, so the funny thing is, from the article that we have, basically, that was like the major thing that was wrong, was the lag was twice as much instead of not being there. Which, it's like, did you, like, think maybe to, I don't know, test that? Since that was, like, the only thing you mentioned was new? It's like, oh, God, Capcom?
Well, it ran at 1080p natively as well. That was new.
Well, good thing we got that. It'll run like ass, but it'll look so pretty when you can see things.
That's
the
all that
guy's
matters.
Sonic Boom move is fucking invisible. His Ultra's invisible.
Jerry's fireballs are invisible.
Yeah.
And
mode. You can't
This
see
is
the
the-
attacks.
Like, no one in QA sat down and, like, played Guile for 5 minutes? Like, how do you do that? How do you put out a product where something that obvious is broken? Like, it's like they literally didn't run it through QA.
well, they did farm it out to a third party to work on it, and I know that doesn't excuse the bullshit, but it's not completely Capcom's fault. They should have done more on the back end to keep track of it.
Yeah, there should have been a lot more effort put into that, you know? So
You'd think so. I mean, the original plan for that was for the PS4 version to be the quote-unquote official version for all tournaments
Right.
going forward.
What's
but
supposed
then
to be the definitive version?
and then this happened, and they're like, nope, never mind, back to
Yeah, so they
Xbox.
threw it out. They're like, whoops. So I don't get it. And then they're like, oh, we're going to put a patch out, but they're like, no, we're good. Thanks.
No, they're working on a patch. It's supposed to be out this week sometime, I think.
Yeah, but they decided even though they're not gonna bother.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I saw in the article. Maybe 2016.
it's not worth it right now.
No.
Evo's only a month away ish,
Yeah.
month and a half.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it is. It is. There's no date listed anywhere I can find quickly. Why do you do that? Oh, there we go. July 17th through 19th. Yeah. It's about a month, 2 weeks.
I would know if I were going this year, but I am not. So
Oh, no.
I don't care.
Yeah. Do you have to pay to get into it? You have to pay, right?
Yep. There was, I think the first year I went, the spectator fee was like $10, but now I think it's like $50.
3-day pass, $90.
Holy shit! Yeah,
3-day pass. Viewing hall, $70.
Okay, yeah.
God.
That's just the view. Like you have to pay
2-day
like the
pass.
entry
No
fee,
access for Sunday finals either. That's ugh.
and then like pay per game a certain
That's
amount.
insane. Wow.
Well, it was getting so popular, like they had to keep increasing the size of the venue it was in.
I mean, I guess so. Plus, the supply-demand thing, more people want in, so you charge more money. That's how you decide who gets in, I suppose.
Yeah, that's
You
partly
just do
why
a
I'm not
lottery.
going. I don't want to pay that much to sit in the audience.
Blood. Yeah, it's too much money to sit and watch other people play video games.
Well, it's fun to watch, but it's like I have to pay for that. I have to pay for a hotel, and I have to pay for the gas to get out there and back.
Oh, where's
and
that at?
It's in Vegas.
Oh, that's where we met you there last year. That's
Yeah, it's like the worst possible place you could be in
right. Yeah.
if you have no money.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's cool because it's Vegas. It's kind of fun, but a little bit too much money to watch a fighting game tournament. Yeah, I think I'll just sit here and watch it on my computer.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Because I'm sure it'll be on Twitch. They'll have it plastered all over their website on 14 different channels at all times. That will be quite fine. So, anyway, the moral of the story is Capcom is terrible, and we should probably stop giving them money. I'll start by not buying Resident Evil 0. Which I wasn't going to do anyway, but whatever. So yeah, if you're thinking of buying the PS4 version of Street Fighter 4, you probably shouldn't. You might want to maybe wait a little bit on Street Fighter 5 as well.
I was going to. I mean, I sold my 360 earlier, and that was the system I played it on. So I'm like, I'll sell my 360 and use the money for the PS4 version. And then I saw how bad it was, and I was like, oh, never mind, I'll get something else instead.
JK. I'll just play it on PC.
Yeah, I don't play it enough anymore to really care.
Yeah. So if you just want a quick match, you just hop on PC and whatever.
Yeah, my stick works for PC, so it didn't really matter.
Boom. There you go. So anyway, they released this isn't the entire track list, right? This is just this is just what they've confirmed so far.
Yeah.
This is the new tracks for Guitar Hero. We have a list of them.
Guitar Hero Live. Get it right.
Guitar Hero Live. Some things of note. Hold on. The Black Keys, Gold on the Ceiling.
Which was in the original
Chevelle,
list.
The Clincher. That's a cool song.
Don't know it.
I guess if you like Fall Out Boy. Hailstorm, Love Bites. I like that song.
Yeah, that's a
Judas
good album.
Priest, Breaking the Law. Hell yeah. Killers When We Were Young. Killswitch Engage, I don't really know them that well, but that's, I guess, worth mentioning. Marilyn Manson, Disposable Teens. Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. Hell yes. I don't even know what the fuck Pearl Jam song that is. Like, why would you... What even is that? Mind Your Manners?
Maybe it's a new one. I don't know.
No one listens to their new stuff. It's not good.
I didn't even know they were still a band.
I rest my case. Yeah, they put out some new shit, and it's, I don't know, it's boring. I didn't even like the stuff from the later end of their career anyway, so when they started making new stuff and it sounded even more boring, I was like, oh, look, I don't care.
Is it as boring as Bush's new stuff?
Oh, God, don't even get me started on that. That was so disappointing. I used to be way into that band when I was younger because it was the only thing I could listen to that didn't have a parental advisory sticker on it.
Yeah, that's how my girlfriend was.
Yeah, my parents sucked. But yeah, the new stuff, I was like, oh, what the fuck happened? Did you all stop doing drugs? Is that what happened?
Well, I mean, he has kids and stuff now, so pretty much.
Everyone gets... Just stop.
I was disappointed, though, because he had done a song with Apocalyptica that was really good. And I was like, hey, maybe this will... No.
Hey, wait. Oh, no, that's bad. Yeah. I mean, they've been releasing here and there. You know, they had... Looks like they stopped in 2002, and then 2006 they did a new one that just called Pearl Jam.
Which wasn't bad, from what I remember. It wasn't their
old album. It is referred to as, apparently.
It wasn't like their older stuff, but it wasn't bad, from what I remember.
Yeah, I think Worldwide Suicide. I did hear that, and I wasn't really that enthralled with it.
I like that song. So suck it.
It's pretty good, but it's not like, you know...
Is Eddie Vedder still incapable of enunciating?
Come on now, it wouldn't be Pearl Jam without that.
What if you do? How does she?
I know, that's a perfect... that wasn't actually Eddie Vedder, just for everyone listening.
Thanks for joining us, Eddie.
So, it's a cool looking set list. What's, Pretty Reckless? I like that song, Going to Hell.
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine, Guerrilla Radio.
You could have picked a much better Rise Against song, but I do like that song a lot.
I do love that song. I would have been like... I don't know, there's so many Rage songs. Anything, really, I would have loved. I actually like their version of How I Could Just Kill a Man is actually better than Cypress Hill. Would have liked to hear that. Or, let's see... Red Hot Chili Peppers, Higher Ground. Love that song.
Tenacious D, Tribute. That's going to be fun.
Yes. Tribute. And... Oh, Rolling Stones, Painted Black. That's a good one. Yeah. I remember we saw Skrillex, Bangarang, and we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we mentioned a few of these last week, I think.
Yeah, and then Soundgarden's been away for too long. That's cool, too. Good list so far. Yeah, definitely some of these are, the same shit as they were before, but... It's good stuff. Always happy to see more songs. I really want to see what's going to be on Rock Band, though. Please, Rock Band. Quit teasing us with nothing.
I'll have more songs about E3.
What the graphics look like. I want to see what songs are in it. What'd you say?
I'll have it at E3.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I guess they are supposed to have some presence there. Who's their publisher? Is it EA?
Mad Catz.
Mad Catz is the actual publisher.
Yep.
I believe so.
That's the deal they made.
Cool. That's actually kind of cool because they're probably not going to fuck with anything.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. Good for them.
Yeah, it's nice to see them get away from EA.
Right. Because they're pure fucking evil. Basically, yeah. Everyone should do that. Poor BioWare. We'll never see them again. They're dead to me.
Yeah, and the new Dragon Age was really good, so I have hope.
They're dead to me.
And then a new Mass Effect game comes out.
Yeah, and then I'll be there like a fucking sucker. I'm sure the new Dragon Age was pretty good, though. Did it try to sell you a DLC while you were playing it?
No, surprisingly. So it's improved even off of the first game.
Maybe EA is just trying to be just far enough out there that people don't hate them completely.
Maybe somebody realized that they were pushing too hard on BioWare, and they're like, I suppose after the Old Republic fiasco, maybe they just backed the fuck off. Like, you know what?
Yeah, well,
you do whatever you gotta do.
There's so many fiascos that, yeah. I will never forgive them for what they did with that DLC for Mass Effect 3. That fucking pissed me off so much. Feeling like I have to buy something when the game launches after I've already paid for it, that made me mad. Every time I bring it up.
To be fair, there was no DLC when I played Dragon Age. Now that there is, maybe there is somebody in there that tries to sell it to you. I don't know. Just putting that out there.
Well, at least not yet. So, see what else we got here. Okay. So, there was a lot of back and forth on all this Konami shit. I swear to God we talk about it every week. The ongoing saga. We need some, special music. Put a graphic up in the video. Konami in the news again. Apparently, they are not done with console games. Hey! And that's about the gist of it. They just said a bunch of, asshole speak. But they're, I don't know. Basically, they want to do mobile, but they're still going to do console games. There wasn't a whole lot of meat in this. It was, there's an article about it, but they're just not.
Honestly, with as shitty as most of their games have been lately, I hope what they do is just farm out the IPs to people who actually want to make the games.
I worry that they'll farm them off to cheap companies to get it done, not to get quality. Like, they're not going to give, Beanox a game. They're going to give it to, Rare or something. Here you go, Microsoft. Oh, God.
As much as I wasn't the greatest fan of Metal Gear Rising, it was interesting at least.
Well, and Platinum makes good games. They're maybe not always the best, but they're usually fun, and that's what counts, right?
If it was along those lines, sure, why not? Give it a shot.
The problem with a game like Metal Gear Rising is you expect Metal Gear, and what you get is Bayonetta in the Metal Gear universe.
Metal Gear.
A Metal Gear. So that one's a bit hard to swallow sometimes. That's what she said. So
I was surprised to see Konami actually has a booth at E3.
Oh man,
do they?
It's not a big booth, but it's there. Yeah, I don't have a link to the floor plan handy, but I have seen it. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything.
Okay, because that
is there.
Oh, I would almost just watch that just to see how bad it is. It'd be like watching an Ubisoft conference.
Do they have a blast shield set up in front of it?
They're all going to come out in bomb gear. Hello, everyone. Oh, God.
You write games?
You write games? You have phone? We have a game for you.
They do have a booth. It's real. That is a tiny booth.
Yep.
Everyone else's booths are like, the Turtle Beach booth is bigger than that. That's funny. You guys suck.
There's actually a Disney booth at E3 this year. That's interesting to see.
Well, they do their own games, right?
Yeah, but I thought they were under a different label.
Disney, Epic, whatever the fuck, right?
Mickey.
Well, they have their hands in a lot of stuff, too.
Well, they have fucking 800 licenses to different things now, so...
Well, plus Marvel, yo. Technically, that's them now, right?
Marvel, Star Wars...
Didn't they pull
Lucas, anything
Activision
Lucas
for Marvel shit, too? Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, that makes me so happy.
I forgot about this.
I forgot about that. That's why you can't buy the Deadpool game on Steam.
On the floor plan for the Capcom booth, it's Capcom.
Capcom.
That's because they didn't play test that either.
Well, there was one game that had the box art where they misspelled their own name, and it was Capcom.
Whoops. Sorry. We don't give a fuck about even this.
It's not actually them. It's a knockoff company that surprisingly makes better games.
It's a South Korean company. Capcom.
Hey, they make good cars. Who says they can't make good games? I have a Kia. Oh, man. I definitely want to see... They'll probably maybe they will announce some Marvel games at this E3 at some point. That'd be nice. Has there been anything lately other than shitty-ass movie tie-ins?
Well, there hasn't even been movie tie-ins, have there?
I don't know.
Not lately.
There was an Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, but that was Sony.
Yeah. That was before the license got pulled.
Oh, so no one has licenses to Marvel games?
I don't think so.
I would imagine Disney does to their interactive.
So unbelievably happy.
But the last time I had read about anything related to a Marvel game, Marvel seemed really gung-ho on not doing one until they could make a good one.
Oh, and not destroying their name with shitty-ass games? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would love to see them do what they did for Batman, come back with this amazing Spider-Man game after years of mediocrity.
Yes.
That's what I want, because I love Spider-Man. I don't want him to suck.
No way.
You shut your mouth.
The guy who calls himself Webhead like Spider-Man?
Shut your whore mouth. So yeah, I want to see something, man. I'm tired of these shitty-ass games.
Yeah, the only Marvel game I could think of was Disney Infinity, the update for that with the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Which was... I don't care. The Deadpool game was supposed to be decent. That was a Marvel game. I really don't know what Marvel games there have been, though. Ultimate Alliance seems to have died off quite a while ago. Oh, they have that shitty-ass MMO
Yeah,
deal thingy.
Diablo
Yeah.
style one. Marvel Heroes.
Half-assed Diablo with Marvel in it.
Marvel Heroes 2015.
They haven't had a real console game, though. It's been a while. A while.
I think like the last one that wasn't Deadpool and wasn't a movie tie-in was that weird X-Men one.
Oh, God, the one where you
Make your own character.
make
or
your
whatever.
own X-Men.
Yeah, that was,
that's what I want to do.
That was
Play
Silicon
some
Knights.
shitty one. Oh, yeah. I remember them. All right. There's a Lego Marvel. That doesn't really count, though. There's a Lego everything.
Pretty much.
There's a
Like-
Lego Marvel's Avengers?
The thing that surprised me, like speaking of Lego, they're finally getting aboard the like Skylanders / Disney Affinity type thing. They're doing like Lego Universe or something like that. That's gonna have all that shit. I'm honestly surprised it took them that long.
Yeah. Yeah, the last real game was Deadpool. Not counting the Lego games. Those are their own kind of deal. And before that, Avengers Battle for Earth, that was Marvel vs. Capcom Origins? Oh, that's just part of that. Those games will probably keep going. And then there's been the Spider-Man games, I guess. The Amazing Spider-Man games, which were poop. Wait, what is it? Wait, Marvel owns Men in Black?
Really?
What? It says games based off Marvel and Men in Black is here. I knew it was a comic book, but I thought it was some weird
I figured that would be like
company.
IDW or something.
You know, it's probably that they just bought them. They bought whatever company, because they used to be part of Malibu Comics. And then Malibu was purchased by Marvel. Huh. What do you know? Small world. I don't think I'd count that either. Yeah, not a whole lot. Spider-Man Edge of Time. Oh, yeah, and the one you're talking about, X-Men Destiny. Ugh. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, that was relatively good. It's been pretty quiet. Other than a million fucking Android and iOS games. Jesus Christ. Post this list somewhere.
Yeah, they have one of those like
Ridiculous.
puzzle type games too that I had seen.
Just a million Android games. It's crazy. Oh, and the Guardians of the Galaxy one was the only one I've seen so far that's on Windows Phone.
I'm sure the 10 people that own Windows phones will be very happy.
Yeah.
The 10 Microsoft executives that own Microsoft Windows Phone.
God. Someone on the center owns one. Wasn't it the Slicks or something? And I was like, what are you doing?
Probably.
Poor lady. I missed the, the X-Men Legends and then the
Ultimate Alliance.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Those were kind of fun. I don't know, they were fun, but then I'd get bored of them quick. I want to see some more just like good games, It's even if they just do some like hack and slash stuff. I don't know. I just want stuff, but I don't want them to rush out something shitty. So if they're working on something, keep working on it. Don't pump out shitty movie games. You can do as many mobile games as you want, I guess. I don't really give a fuck, but I don't know. I guess all we're really getting for now is Lego games. So, whatever. Moving along. So this is interesting. The new Nintendo platform, and this, we should mention this is a rumor, which there's been a couple of those this week. And I'm not going to talk about things that were rumors and turned out to be bullshit, but
We'll talk about this.
we'll talk about this, because it's not bullshit yet, and it's actually interesting and plausible. I mean, because we already knew all the new platforms are using, like, mobile chips anyway, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. But the new NX platform, they're saying, might be Android-based. It's interesting. Of course, I don't really know what that means, or even why they would do that. I guess the idea is that it'd be easier to put the games on mobile platforms. So, it's interesting.
Well, they'll have that DNA company helping them out with stuff too, so maybe that's part of it.
What's that?
They have that DNA company they bought.
Yeah.
Or not bought, but they're working with. Or did they buy it?
I don't know. Hard to follow. But, yeah. Interesting, though. We'll link to it, but there's not a lot here. In typical IGN fashion. Some shit happened. We made a video, too. So, but still, interesting nonetheless. So, E3's coming up, as we mentioned. Some interesting news there. They're apparently going to be allowing does it say? 4 to 5,000 consumers into the show, which is interesting.
Yeah. The article I found this out on didn't seem to go into too much detail about how it's actually done. It makes it sound like people or companies that are members of the ESA will just hand out them somehow, but I don't know, if that's like a contest or what they're doing with that.
Seems like it'll probably be up to them, because then who people with a bigger presence at the show will get more to do and deal with if they want.
I'm just curious how you actually go about getting one.
Yeah, you're not getting one.
Well, I know, I'm not saying I'm getting one, but I'm just the article didn't say.
There's more info on this thing, though. You know, weird.
They need to just have one full day where it's open to the press or the regular people.
You know, I look at this graph. And remember when they said they were going to completely scale back E3 those 2 years where it was all terrible?
Yep.
You see the numbers went. Boo!
That's why they went back to the way it is now.
Not even a fraction. They're like, oh fuck! Our giant commercial isn't selling. I mean, E3 is doing bad. I thought that was kind of funny, looking at the graph. But that's interesting that they're just going to allow people in. I mean, I think at this point, too, we could probably just say we're press now. Give me a ticket. Here's my website.
I looked into it last year, and I'm sure things haven't changed much, but we didn't qualify last year. I don't think we will now.
Well, god damn it.
We need more people.
We need more than 10 articles a month.
And more than 100 views a month.
Bah. Humbug.
Someday. We'll get in there.
Someday.
It's not surprising they ended up going in this direction, though, because, they're the only holdout, I think, for ones that don't let anybody in outside.
Yep.
Yeah. The other ones are kind of for the fans. PAX is for us.
Well, no, but Tokyo Game Show is, I think, 2 days for regular people to go into.
Yeah, Gamescom lets people
I think,
in.
yeah, Gamescom has a day, I think, also.
Yeah, well, those aren't in America. Do all kinds of crazy shit over there. Who knows? But I think that's a good thing. I bet, it comes with pluses and minuses. It's probably a bit, well, I don't know. If it's limited attendance, there's a certain point where, when you walk around Comic-Con and there's a bunch of weird, kids walking around that no one should ever have to interact with. I'm sure they would like to avoid that at E3, because, let's be honest, gamers, all walks of life. And if you've ever been to any Comic-Con or something, you'll know that there are many people that apparently don't think showering is mandatory.
What? Fat neckbeards don't like to shower?
I know. They have dirty fedoras and smell like butts. So who would have thought?
Not a lot of butts in your day, have you?
Unfortunately, yes. I went to Comic-Con. The Phoenix one's a little easier to get into than the San Diego one. They'll let anybody in.
They'll let you in.
Yeah, I know. So...
And it's Arizona, so they're extra sweaty.
Yeah. Well, oh, God, it was hot as fuck this weekend, too.
I got out just in time.
Dude, seriously, it went up 20 degrees after you left. Went from, high 80s. When MT was here, it went down. It was in, the 80s. It was 102.
Yeah, Webb was wearing a sweater.
Yeah, I was I didn't even know what to do with myself. Inconceivable.
And that's why we didn't leave the house that often.
Well, fuck it. Yeah, tomorrow, 106.
That and our friends are kind of douchebags.
Yeah, fuck them. So...
our friends are lovely. What am I talking about?
So, a couple Microsoft things. There's apparently a new controller design. No, I meant to go grab my controller. You probably got one nearby. What's on the bottom right now?
I don't know.
Well...
You make it sound like I actually use my Xbox.
Well, I don't either, damn it. But apparently it says now with 3.5mm headset jack, which is the standard, what the PS4 uses. If I'm not mistaken, the current ones use that weird ass, the 2.5, maybe.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. I'm trying to look right now. Come on, internet. I can't tell. There's stuff.
Honestly, I don't even know where my Xbox controller is. It's on the couch somewhere.
I know where mine is. It's just I don't want to, go run over there. What? I wasn't trying to post a question. God damn it, Amazon.
Aha, found it.
Aha. You probably wouldn't be able to tell by looking.
It almost looks USB-ish.
What?
It's not, but it looks similar to that.
Huh.
Or like a mini HDMI type port.
Hmm.
It's not a normal one people would use. That's for sure.
Well, I'm sure it's some proprietary bullshit.
Microsoft, so yes.
Oh, yeah, it says at the very bottom, I believe it only works with an official Microsoft gaming headset, or you can just buy an adapter. God damn, Microsoft. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to be rolling out one with a normal headset jack. God.
Finally,
everywhere, this is
forever.
the shit they do. Every opportunity they have to fuck people.
It's like Sony charging $8,000 for their memory cards in the Vita.
Yeah, fuck them. That's horse shit. I will not buy one of those. Because the only reason I'd get one is because I get all those free games from PlayStation Plus. And I gotta fucking pay as much as they want for those cards? They're insane! Like, okay, if I look up... Hold on, what's the memory type called?
Some proprietary bullshit.
Oh, proprietary bullshit card. Yep, there it is, right there. That's weird.
$495 for 10 megabytes. Huh.
I think they're just Vita memory cards. God damn it, I'm mad just even seeing it. All right, 32 gigabyte card is $68, and that's down from the retail price of $100. So if I look up...
Those things are the sole reason I did not buy a Vita.
32 gigabyte SD card? Take a guess.
$10.
$16 for a nice one. You can get a cheapy SanDisk one for $14. It's a fucking class 10. Ugh, God. $12 for... I probably wouldn't buy that one. I don't know who the fuck Silicone Power is. But the fact remains, less than a third of the price. Mind-boggling. And, they tried to trot out some bullshit like, well, we got to make sure they're fast enough. These are fast. But it's like, okay, we'll just tell people to use, you require a class 10 or better, like... This is the shit Sony does that I can't fucking stand. And it's probably not even that much faster either. Like, what are the write speeds? It doesn't even say. It tells you how many photos and songs you can fit on the card, because that's useful information. It doesn't tell you how fast it is, because it's not any faster.
The general consumer doesn't need to bother with that type of information.
Yeah. And I don't even think I don't think they can make adapters, can they? Aren't they too... These things are pretty fucking tiny, right?
Yeah. Like there was one that came with the PlayStation TV that I bought, and yeah, it's fucking small. Ugh. But I mean, it's not any smaller than some other ones that I've seen, so I don't know. I'm surprised nobody's tried.
All you have to do is cut your card in half. What a bunch of bullshit. You suck, Sony. Anyway, off on that tangent. There's another Microsoft thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, and you posted this. The Halo 3 ODST got released. Finally, yeah, exactly. If you've played the game at all... Okay, so this is what's cool. If you've played the game at all, you get it free. Because I don't have Xbox Live. But I went in there and didn't know where the fuck it was because the Xbox is set up horribly. I think I went to Friends and then looked at my messages, and inside there, they send you a link with a code in it, which I will give them kudos to this. They send you a code, but you can click a button on the message to just redeem it. That was kind of neat. So I got a message, hit redeem, boom, I got ODST. So once you've downloaded the patch, you go grab that thing, and you got ODST for free. I don't know if I give a fuck about a Halo game that doesn't have Master Chief in it, or at least Spartans, but hey, whatever, right? Sure, it'll be fun. And I did hear they're making Reach, although I don't think we have any information on that yet. Yeah, I don't know. Hasn't been jack coming from that. Everyone's been focused on ODST, which I don't even know if that was really that good of a game. Neither of you actually has ever played that, have you?
What's Halo?
Which one?
What is an Xbox? ODST, which apparently was Goro's favorite one somehow.
I talked about this last week. It's not bad.
Oh, you too, huh? You too, huh?
I don't know if U2 plays.
God damn it. Get out!
I was so stupid even I couldn't finish it.
I don't know if you... Sorry. It's got an 83 on Metacritic. It's got a 7.1 user score, though. Ouch. That's surprising. I pretty much paid $60 for a worthless expansion for the multiplayer maps. Righto. Sounds great. Anyhow. So, yeah. Free game. Even if you weren't one of the people that was trying to play and got fucked, still get a free game. That's pretty cool. I was starting to get worried that because I didn't have live that I wasn't going to get it. So, pretty happy about that. I like getting free stuff. And let me tell you, that was a pretty botched launch, which I think some shit is still now, to this day, kind of broken. Which, God, that's sad. The game's been out for, 7 months? God, that's fucking crazy. There was an article somewhere about that. There's some guy who had gone through, all this shit was wrong.
Nobody does QA anymore.
No, it's pretty fucking clear.
That's because we're free
hard,
QA.
But you have to actually do it. What's that?
So that's because the people who buy the game are free QA.
Yeah. We'll just have them find all the broken shit, then we'll fix it. I don't know, whatever we feel like it. Fuck you.
And then they'll never buy anything we make again.
You say that, but yeah, they will.
Yeah. Anyway. So, I will eventually play that. And then we'll have more footage. Hey. ODST does not include any multiplayer modes. Just the campaign. It's if you do eventually get it, you'll notice if you go to Halo 3 in the Master Chief Collection, it'll just be there's an option for Halo 3 or ODST after you go down through the menus. So it's not even its own thing. It's just part of Halo 3, which, as far as I'm aware, it was actually called Halo 3 ODST. So
yeah,
it's not
the original release of ODST didn't have multiplayer. That was the first game that had firefight. Oh,
what is that?
Horde mode.
Oh, okay. PoE.
And it used just used the regular Halo 3 multiplayer.
I see. Huh. It actually looks like it might have been kind of fun.
Which was good enough on its own.
Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, moving along. I guess we'll talk about that quick Sony thing. We have June's PlayStation Plus lineup. At the top, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. So if you've been waiting like a lot of people have because you didn't want to pay a bunch of money for what is essentially a demo, it's free this month, which is cool. Unfortunately, I'm an idiot and I already bought it for $10.
At least you bought it for 10.
Yeah, at least I didn't buy it for... what did it launch at? 30?
40
for the PS4 one.
Oh my god! Oh, that's so fucking insane.
It was kind of worth it.
Was it, though?
I liked it.
But for $40?
I was fine with it.
Man, you're crazy.
Yep.
I like you, but you're crazy. I can't believe it costs that much. That's just... It's nutburgers.
Yep, 40 for the current gen and 30 for the past gen.
Damn. Oh yeah, I think we had that on our site at one point. Currently 20 on Steam. Nope. And then there's other stuff too. Hey! Goals of the Shogun Bonafide Edition. Either of you know what that is?
Nope.
Nope.
A turn-based strategy and fighting game. Scientifically engineered for lightning quick rounds. I don't know, whatever. You can watch a video if you give a shit. Call of Juarez, the gunslinger for PS3. That was kind of what came before Red Dead, wasn't it? I don't remember what it was about. I don't know, whatever. It's also on there. Something called Super Exploding Zoo? What?
So, made by the same people that did one of the games from last month, or I guess technically last month.
Huh.
But, weird indie shit.
Alrighty. Cloudberry Kingdom also looks like some weird indie shit.
Yep.
And Futuridium EP Deluxe.
Oh, sweet, the EP Deluxe?
Whoa, man!
I just played regular Futuridium.
It's an old school shoot 'em up. Might be interesting.
I mean, it's nice. It's like everything except for Call of Juarez you can get on the PS4.
Yeah. Thank God. No more PS4 games.
I think.
No PS3
maybe
games.
maybe one of the others you can. I can't remember. But most of them are, so it's like at least 4 games.
Yeah. That's always good. I don't ever want to take my PS3 out again unless I really have to.
I have mine up in the entertainment center for Rock Band. That's about it.
Yeah. I can wait for Rock Band 4.
Every once in a while I get the itch to go back and play, so...
Yep. My drums are broken now, so it's kind of depressing.
My drums have been broken for a couple years now, so shut up.
I broke mine, bought a new pedal, broke it again.
I don't actually know what's broken now. I already had to replace a pad, but they're just flat out broken. So
yeah, I think one of my pads is going out. It doesn't seem to work quite as well as it used to.
There's you can buy the pads on eBay too, so that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I've been saving money to try to get a full-on MIDI kit at some point.
Yeah, I've seen some nice ones.
Not the Ion ones, which aren't bad, I don't think, but it's like low end on the scale. So I actually want to, at some point, learn how to actually play drums, so that's kind of why I want a full-on kit, so I can kind of go back and forth.
When I was looking at buying a new foot pedal, like I fixed my old one, but I bought a new one too, just to be safe. Like there was somebody who was actually selling their own, like it's like they took a real like drum kit pedal and like worked it up so that it worked with Rock Band, and it was like really nice.
Yeah, I've seen that.
$100, but I was tempted to get one.
I haven't played on one, but I have seen it.
That'd be interesting. I don't know. One of the allures of the Rock Band drum is that they're not loud like actual drums. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We got really to the surprise of no one, Twitch has banned the streaming of adult-only games, which I'm not really even sure what that would include.
Well, that game Hatred that I think we talked about a while ago that was supposed to be super edgy is rated AO, and I think that's mainly the reason why they, at this point, decided to say, nope, no AO games, because that game was like coming out this last week.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost no games. There's 26 total on the ESRB site.
Most of which are probably
Manhunt 2
weird
is one of
hentai
them.
games.
Playboy game. Another Playboy game. Leisure Suit Larry. Huh. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Nothing else I've ever heard of in my life, though. Oh, Wet? The Sexy Empire? What?
Never heard of it. I heard of a game called Wet, but not
Wet. It's
other
not
one.
that game at all.
Probably a very different kind of wet.
No.
Gross. Yeah, that's a different game entirely.
Imagine like 3/4 of them are all like hentai games that managed to get released over here.
Yeah, that wouldn't really surprise me, to be honest. Anyway. So that's going on. Again, I don't really think anyone's particularly surprised by that. I don't know. Was anyone actually mad? I don't know. Censorship.
Probably like one guy.
Indigo Prophecy. What?
Yeah, there was some sex scene, I guess, in that game.
Really?
That's what I heard. I didn't play that game far enough to get to that point.
This country and sex, man. We're like fucking Puritans over here.
Maybe
Yep.
You could chop someone's fucking head off, but if you have sex in a game, oh my god, that's adult
Yeah.
only.
Well, I don't know, that Hatred game. I think that finally hit some kind of line with the violence, apparently.
Well, yeah, that and Manhunt. Those were just those were gratuitous. There's no defending that. The kind of shit like there's probably something wrong with you if you want to play that game. I imagine it's one of Matt's favorites. Seriously though. Ugh. And then MT, you can the Star Wars cabinet thing. The hell is this?
Not much to say. There's a Star Wars arcade game made by Bandai Namco that is now, if you're rich enough, for the low, low price of $35,000, you can own in your own home. Hooray.
Star Wars Battle Pod.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like I haven't played it and I don't know much about it, but I know at least it's from the name you can guess this as well. But you just kind of sit in a pod, and I don't think it does any like rotational stuff like a simulator. But it's got like screens around you and surround sound and crazy shit like that.
$1,000 for a shitty plastic case and some TVs, basically.
Pretty much, and rumble actuators in the seats.
Rumble? I've never seen that before.
But wait, there's more.
What?
For the premium price of $100,000, you can get special carpeting, a specially bound owner's manual, special leather seats, and your name engraved on a plate and in the game's credits. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
When you said that, and then I looked at the article and I was like, what?
Nope. Dead serious.
Special carpeting. Wow. Leather seats.
They don't say what's special about the carpeting, but it's special somehow.
There's no jizz on it. We didn't reuse it. Like, what could you do with carpeting? Maybe the normal one doesn't have any carpet. That's special, I guess. I don't know. You'll probably see some arcade pay for one of these.
Well, they're not paying for the $35,000 version, I don't think, but they're still expensive as hell for the arcade version.
Yeah. They'll get one like GameWorks or Dave & Buster's or something.
God, it has 5 stages. That's it. But additional stages will be coming at some point in the future.
For $20,000 per level.
Probably. To have some guy come to your house with like a steel reinforced case with some fucking disc on it. Download onto it.
It's like in a briefcase handcuffed to his arm.
Yeah. So, it was pretty much it for news. Yeah, what have you guys been playing this week?
I started up Grim Fandango. I got the HD remake thing that they did when it was on sale. I only played it for like 10 minutes or so, but I mean, seems like what it is.
I need to get that at some point. I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah, I almost forgot, and then when I was redeeming some codes, I saw it was on sale, and I was like, well, I just got like $10 in free money. I'm going to buy that for $10. So I basically got it for free. But it seems relatively funny. It's the style is a little weird for me. I think that's why I never played it in the first place, but I've heard nothing but good things about it, and it seems pretty standard, old-timey adventure game. Tim Schafer and whatnot.
Yeah, I played it a little bit back when it first came out, like the original version of it, and remember liking it. I didn't get very far, but I was very happy to see it when they announced it. I just apparently not happy enough to buy it when it came out.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was. I was like, oh, I've heard of that. I wanted to... Oh, wait, what? But, yeah. I mean, it seems fun. It doesn't seem like it'll be terribly hard to get through, so when I have some time, I'm going to get through it.
You're not doing that Destiny grind?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That'll probably have me going for at least another month.
Yeah. I could rant for another 10 hours about the Prison of Elders. Honeymoon's over.
Please don't.
We did level 34. Wanted to fucking kill ourselves. Did level 35. Had to quit because it's fucking impossible.
Because we were about to kill ourselves, apparently.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm just going to say, Bungie... Okay, this is all I've been playing for the last week, so I'm going to talk about it. Bungie did a lazy fucking job on the Prison of Elders. At least you could say, like, with the raid was designed in a certain way. You could learn it. It was cool. It wasn't, like, fucking impossible if you got the wrong roll. Well, now the Prison of Elders, everything is LOL random, because that's how they do everything. So this week, you go into a room for the boss fight, and it's got arc burn. All the enemies are a level above you, and basically if you get hit at all at any time for any reason, you're dead immediately. And to compound this, to get the boss, you have to kill something on the map, and then you get a few seconds, you get like 15, 20 seconds to damage him. If you get near him, he stomps you. And then if you do, by some miracle, get his health down, he starts... Well, that part's not even hard. It's not even worth talking about. Also, we've never seen it because fuck that game. What basically happened this week is if you're trying to do the level 35, you either nearly kill him the first time you get to damage him before all the ads come out, or you just don't do it at all. So, it's very disappointing what a lazy fucking job they've done. It's just like, instead of crafting an experience, they just left it up to randomness and threw a bunch of shit into a room and wanted you to just deal with it. It's like, I don't know. Like, they didn't really play test it in a way because they can't have play tested it.
I feel like maybe that was their answer to everybody bitching about the raids. They're like, you know what? This.
Right. Or they could just be good developers and make things that are good. Because no one bitched. I will say this. No one bitched about the Vault of Glass not being fun. Right? The only thing people were mad about was that it was broken. You fix the glitches, that thing is still fun. I'll fucking play it just to play it. MT played, didn't get shit. He had fun.
Yep.
The shit is fun. Crota Raid's not fun.
Nope.
It's pretty much the same as this. Here's a bunch of shit in a room. Kill it all. Oh, and cross this bridge and then kill it all. Like, come on. It became so, like, boring that it's like, I don't even want to do it the normal way because this isn't compelling in any way. It's just, it's lazy. It's just so frustrating. Like, they did so many other things with, like, the patch were great. The way you upgrade weapons and armor now is fucking fantastic. You know, they got rid of armor and weapon nodes and all that shit went away. Although I don't understand why they didn't just suck it up and, remove it from all the old stuff too. I would have much preferred that. Because now I got to sit here and grind upgrade one of my weapons if I wanted to do this week's fucking Prison of Elders, because otherwise it's impossible. There's like 2 weapons that you can use to get the boss down, but they have to be maxed, and you all have to be level 34. So it's just like, this game's like an abusive boyfriend. Keep coming back. I don't know why.
I want all the because things. He loves you.
I need to do everything, and I still want a Fatebringer. I got a mythic class though. Yeah. Only need one more thing from the vault. I don't know. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating way that they did this, and I just we're going to see this like a lot. Like one day we're gonna go to do the Kodron guy, and it's gonna be Voidburn, and I'm gonna see that, and I'm gonna go, no, fuck that, and we're not. Oh wait, you know what? No, because that'll suck. That'll be completely awful. For starters, if that thing's ever Voidburn, none of the Void weapons are worth shit. And then to top it off, the fucking Minotaurs, which are the most powerful things, and the boss all shoot Void. Oh, God. Even uttering this, I'm afraid it might happen. Just because they said it.
Next week.
And it's like, you think they'd see this go and be like, maybe we don't do that one. Maybe we avoid that. No, they're too fucking idiotic. They just they just like turn the server on and then never look at it again, no matter how pissed we get. Unless Zer's gonna sell Yallarhorn, and then nope, we better switch that out. Other than that, they don't really seem to give a fuck about anyone and their complaints with that kind of stuff. It's just it's weird. Like, they fix so many things and then they just put out this lazy pile of shit for. It has potential. It needs to be more. They need to take more. They need to get more hands-on with it. Like, they need to pick the modifiers and make sure it's not a fucked combination. Because if they already went fucking lazy as shit making all the enemies a level higher, that's hard. Well, it's hard because it isn't fair anymore. At least if you could level up to the same level as the enemies, that gave you common ground there, Like, playing on 34 is still hard, but it's not unfair. This just... everything is a bullet sponge again. You gotta hope there's a burn that you can use to your advantage. So, yeah. After we played that thing on 34, I'd like lost all motivation to do a review. I was just like, ugh, I don't even want to look at this again. So that's what I've been playing.
I haven't really done a whole lot of like Webb said. I was doing the Vault of Glass on Tuesday.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like just the mechanics in that raid are just interesting to me.
Teamwork in a way that's like, it's fun.
It's not just killing more enemies for the sake of killing more enemies. You actually have to kind of coordinate and
everything had a purpose. It wasn't
work things out.
Right. Like you said, it wasn't just killing just to do it. There was a purpose to everything, and it was kind of fun in that way.
Yeah, like pretty much the whole, like the last third of Crota's End is just kill all the guys, basically. And
that's pretty much all of the raid. Kill all the dudes.
Well, no, the first one is avoid stuff for a while in the darkness, and you can't jump, and then
kill
get
all
to
the dudes while you run away from all the dudes. And there's a lot of dudes.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember that first week we tried that. That was pretty fucking intense.
That's probably the funnest part of that raid, actually. Running through the darkness.
Until we found the way to cheat past
Cheesing it is fun in its own way, though.
I guess.
Like trying to get all the timing right and get like when we did hard, when we tried to get 2 people up top, and then trying to kill the ogres by yourselves, and I don't know. It was fun in its own kind of way. It was still challenging,
Probably much easier to do now that we're above the level for it, but
yeah.
Like I really want to
through that shit.
That's why I'm like half tempted to do Iron Banner, because I know there's no way in hell I'm doing Prison of Elders to get that etheric light.
Well, you only have to do 34. At least 34 is not as bad.
None of you want to do 34. Y'all want to do 35.
Well, that's because we already did 34. Also, I don't have any more time to play this week, so that's why I'm not doing it.
But like Iron Banner will probably be a relatively decent way to get them, though, too, because you don't have to be good. It'll just take a little longer if you're not.
You just have to play more, basically.
It's a game type I like more. I like control. So that's what's fun to me about Iron Banner. I like playing control. I don't like that Trials of Osiris is this 3-man team thing, because that's too much emphasis on not sucking. So I might try. I don't know. I don't have the time to invest. If I get time over the weekend, I might.
Like the best thing to do for that is just wait to do it until you
like
save
Saturday.
a bunch of passage coins.
Yeah.
Because like you basically want to buy all of those modifiers when going into it, so that's 9 coins you got to use, and you can get coins just from doing the regular PvP.
Can't you just buy coins?
No, if you do the daily PvP thing that they do each day, like that will give you at least 1 automatically, and then you have a chance to get them as a reward otherwise. So I just do when I get on, I'll do like 1 match with 1 or 2 of my characters each day just to build them up. And then one of these days we can just go for it. But I tried it out. It's not easy. Like, I mean, since it's not, there's no matchmaking in it, so you have to go in with a 3-person team, like pre-made, which means everybody else does too, which means tryhards everywhere.
Far as the eye can see.
Yep.
At least Iron Banner, it's, you can still go in randomly.
It's tryhards, but it's tryhards saddled with people that suck shit, so. I mean, fuck, I'm apparently in the tryhard camp sometimes. After I play for a few hours, I end up getting to the top, and then I'm like, fuck! Everyone sucks! If I am the best player here, we are fucked!
Yeah, I find myself saying that a lot, too. Like, I'm doing well. Why? Why is this happening?
Like, how am I in first?
One thing that was interesting, though, because the way the trials are set up is when it starts, like, it's the same map every single time. Like, there is no changing maps. Like, it'll change each week, but for the weekend that it's going, it's the same map, and they actually, for the weekly update thing they do, they put up like heat maps, basically, of, like, where people were at most in that map all the time, and where the snipers were camping and stuff. It was kind of neat.
Yeah, that was kind of funny to see.
You can see, like, very set paths that, like, people take almost all the time.
Yeah, that might be something interesting to look into before jumping into that at all.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I care enough to really want to do quote-unquote homework to play a fucking game mode. I bought Puzzle and Dragons while I was in Arizona and played maybe half an hour of it, and I don't know. I'm still early on, so I'm not super familiar with how the mechanics work and how the dragging of the stuff works, but like I'm not really liking it all that much so far. Like all this, the good stuff I do in that game seems to be by accident. I'm never actually planning things out the way I want to, and I'm sure that's just because I'm unfamiliar with how that game works in general. Maybe after I get out of the tutorial areas, it'll be easier for me. But like, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. It's a matched, not matched 3, but it's like that type of game where there's gems you have to kind of match a similar color of, and each color represents like one. There's fire, there's water, there's earth, and I think there's one more, but I don't think I've seen much of it yet. And like
heart,
the heart, yeah, but that's not really it's not really an attack thing. That's to get life back. You actually have a life bar that lasts throughout the level.
Are you actually playing Captain Planet? You just didn't realize it.
But like water beats fire, earth beats water, and water beats something. No, fire beats earth. There you go. That's what it is. And like you match 3, and that's a combo, and then they drop down, and then it fills the spaces and whatnot, and you kind of try to drag. You pick one icon to drag around, and there's like a set time you have to get it in the position you want and move it around the way you want, so that everything lines up. So you get combos and whatnot, but I haven't been able to figure out the right way to move the icons to get the ones I'm not moving to go to the spot I want them to go to, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I've played one like that before. It is a little different to get used to compared to something like Bejeweled or whatever. Like, it plays a little differently. Kind of got to get in the mindset for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where it's like it sounds really stupid to simplify it this way, but it's like when you get a huge combo of stuff, you're just kind of watching it happen on the screen. It's like flashing pretty colors and making noises. It's like a slot machine or some shit, but that's kind of entertaining in its own stupid little way.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been got.
I got. So yeah, that it's not terrible, but it's not what I was expecting. I need to give it more time before I say it's terrible. I'm just terrible at it at this point. Other than that, I got The Witcher 3. I'm probably about 2 hours into that. Already, I'm enjoying the game. What little I played of it so far. I'm usually not one for that genre, like the fantasy, the high elves and the orcs and the dwarves and whatnot. But for some reason, so far, this hasn't turned me off. Like I played that Lord of the Rings game that's supposed to be Batman-esque, Shadows of Mordor.
Oh yeah.
I played maybe an hour of that and was like, "This is boring. I don't want to do this. This isn't fun." So, because like I said, that genre doesn't do much for me. But Witcher hasn't turned me off yet. And I know, like, people are pissed that they dumbed down the graphics settings for the consoles, but even with the quote-unquote dumbed-down visuals, that game looks really nice at times. Like, sometimes I'll be, riding on the back of the horse and just kind of going through the world, and I'll just kind of stop and look around, and it's, very pretty, like, landscape as you're going through.
Yeah, way too bent out of shape about graphics anymore.
Yeah.
Everything looks amazing. I don't even care anymore. I just don't. I can't give a fuck about that. Like, as long as it doesn't look, as long as it looks about as good as everything else, I'm usually pretty happy. As long as it doesn't look like complete ass. Who cares?
Yeah,
like Call of Duty is like the line between shit and like that's maybe where I don't want games to look like. But even Call of Duty every once in a while takes a little leap forward. Sort of.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, this looks so much better on PC. Of course it does.
It's gone so far beyond. Well, no, that game people got mad because they dumbed down the PC version because of consoles or something. But I don't know. The original intent here, like with most of this, is like if a game looks good, that means the developers put a lot of effort. It's gone so fucking far beyond that to where people just shit all over a game because it doesn't look like, the most amazing thing ever, or because they lowered the graphics on PC, and they're like everyone just loses their fucking minds, and it's just, there's way more important things to be concerned about than that. Just not worth the constant hate fest for like everything anymore. It's just, who cares? long as it doesn't look terrible, then just fucking whatever. Like, I don't learn so much about graphics that I know what the name of the fucking shadows and textures are called just so I can bitch about them. Like, I don't care. It looks fine, you know?
The tessellation on the graphics has been lowered by 0.5%. This game is terrible.
If that's what you're concerned with, then go fucking make it one or something. Just, no one fucking cares. Only you care. Like, you care just because you know what it is. Like, God, just get over it. It's almost as bad as an audio file.
More specifically, they care because they can bitch about it on the internet and sound smart.
I guess. Seriously, sound like fucking audio files sometimes. The more you know about something, the more that it just ruins that thing, I think.
Speaking of The Witcher 3, just a side note on it, I saw something about this the other day. There's actually like a book or something in the game that you could find that's called Gottfried's Omni Opening Grimoire, aka the GOG. And what it says in it is that it can be used to get past defensive regulatory magicons, or DRM for short.
That's
and
funny.
like talks about, the whole thing is basically just making fun of DRM.
That's funny.
This isn't really related to the game itself, but what I thought was kind of cool is just like the base version of the game comes with a bunch of cool shit. Like, it's got a fold-out map. It's got an actual manual, a physical manual, which is something games don't have anymore.
Like the original Zelda, man.
Yeah, it comes with stickers. Who gives a shit? But still, it's something cool.
But stickers, though.
There's a universe compendium, which I haven't really looked at, but just is kind of like a overview of like the people in it, the races, the Witchers and whatnot. The fold-out map,
like
and it comes with the soundtrack, like for the base game, like the $60 version of the game. It comes with
like
tons of shit.
Fucking LEs usually are.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, and there's even a little note like on the inside. I'll just read what it says. Dear gamer, first of all, we would like to thank you for your support. We really appreciate that you have decided to spend your hard-earned money on our game and hope that you will have a fun time playing it. Over 200 of us have spent the last 3 years working on The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and it is with great pleasure and humility that we present our game to you. At CD Projekt Red, we believe that when you buy our games, you're entitled to continuous free support, updates, patches, and bits of new and amazing content. We owe you that for believing in us and purchasing our game. To thank you, we have prepared something really special. 16 DLCs for you to download, totally free of charge, regardless of the platform or edition of the game you own. We salute you for your support and wish you a fantastic next generation of RPG gaming. CD Projekt Red.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing. Like, it's
Pretty nice.
I don't know. It's weird to be excited about that, but I think that's really cool of them.
How often do you see something like that? That makes me want to go and buy it like full price.
Yeah,
It's become to the point where most publishers just think of you as fucking cattle to shuffle into another fucking place.
it makes me want to give them more money.
The thing that, like, when I was, like, looking into the series after I bought the first two and finding out, a little more about it, like, the thing that I found that was interesting is technically those are licensed games. They're based on a book series.
Yep, book series in Poland, I believe.
Yep. Like, I had no idea.
I remember hearing vaguely about that. I wasn't. Yeah, that's interesting.
So that's really all I've been playing. I'm definitely looking forward to playing more Witcher 3. I mean, it's still fun so far. My only real complaint is, and it's not really a complaint, maybe it's just my ineptitude, but like, there was a section I was doing of a quest earlier where I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to look for. Like, I was using the character's enhanced senses to like follow some guy's footsteps, and there's a point where he like walked into a riverbed to like lose the tracks or whatever, and like I couldn't see any indication of where I was supposed to go through there. I mean, I wandered through the riverbed a little bit. I walked underneath a bridge and over a bridge and couldn't find the one specific thing they wanted me to see. So it took me longer to figure out than I feel like it should have. But maybe that was just me being stupid. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. Could be. I've had moments like that. Sometimes they don't telegraph what they want very well.
Like, I found it, but it just took me like 5-10 minutes when it really shouldn't have.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really played anything else this week. Played some Mario today with my sister. It's still Mario. So, I think that will pretty much wrap it up, huh?
Sure.
So, as always, you can find us on all the social media things except Twitter at Does This Game Suck? So Facebook, Google+, YouTube, etc., etc. And our Twitter, which is Does Game Suck? Anyway. Thank you for joining us, MT.
My pleasure.
Thank you for joining us, Kyle.
Indeed.
And we will talk to you all next week. Goodbye.